My next guest said that when she turned 30, she realized she didn't belong. With that epiphany came her life's mission, how to build your own tribe. Check it out.
It's Saturday morning, and you know what that means. It's Daybreaker Live.
Wow. We are out here. Okay, so we found this portal that takes us to this incredible neon garden. Wait, and here we go, here we go! The portal, oh my goodness! Ah!
Hey, Radha Agrawal, creator, CEO, and co-founder of Daybreaker and author of Belong, is here on Zoom. Welcome, Radha.
Hello, it's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, man, I was getting ready to kind of get it in a little bit. You just had me like, ooh, ooh, ooh. This is great. I love this. How do I do this? Tell me about it.
Yeah, so Daybreaker, we are in 28 cities around the world, but since COVID happened, we went online. So we're an early morning dance community. We wake up and dance without substances and really as a way to return to ourselves and our self-expression. So many people say that they can't dance. Some people will sort of turn to substances to be able to have the courage to dance. And our whole thing was living in New York City, where we're in the hamster wheel of entrepreneurship, the rat race of life, to be able to come home to yourself, find a community at a time of day when we're the most energized in the morning, and really let our hair down, dress in costume, drink green juice, and connect and make friends.
So instead of a bar, it's like a coffee bar.
Yeah, except you can dance and you can, move your body. Again, brain-body biohacking is something that we're very, very interested in Daybreaker. Our whole thing is you can't be happy just in your mind unless we put it in our bodies, unless we actually connect body and mind. We really can't find that sense of belonging and happiness.
Well, let's go back for a second. So you said that one day you just woke up and felt like you didn't belong. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so in my 20s, I was sleepwalking through life. I was going to bars, watching sports and drinking beers and hanging out with friends who didn't really connect with my values, my interests, what I wanted, sort of for my life. And I felt very alone, very lost, until I turned 30 and I realized, wait a minute, I don't belong, and I've got to do something about this. And so I began putting belonging and friends and community at the top of my list versus career and romance, which we often will put ahead of everything else, right? So when I started putting friends and community at the top of my list as a not a nice to have, but a must have, and really began excavating who I was, that was when my entire life changed. I became sort of the happiest version of myself. I found love. I started two businesses that we grew to over $100 million, and it's just been a really, really wild, wonderful ride. And it's amazing what happens when you feel a sense of connection, belonging to yourself.